What's up, homie?
You can't handle the truth. Pay that man his money.
Never say never, but never.
Let's go.
Drop it off to y'all if my homies call.
Homies in the building. Friday night. Thanks for tapping into a Friday night episode of the Homies. Whether you're watching on the Know It Alls channel, Steel Curtain Network, Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan, or running through the jungle with your boy B Dirt in the building with me. B Dirt, what's happening, man?
Man, I had an interesting conversation with someone I work with today. I said, I realized the age that I've gotten to now because of how often and how many different body parts hurt on a day-to-day basis and ailments and this and that and the other. I don't even inventory them anymore. I put my elbow down on my console and the inside of my elbow hurt. And I moved it back. And I realized to myself, I've been doing that for damn near 2 weeks. My elbow's been hurting for 2 weeks. I just didn't take any kind of inventory of it. Like, didn't keep track of it because it's always something. Something hurts every day. I don't know what. Yesterday, I woke up, I slept wrong, and my neck was kicked, and I couldn't turn to my left. Because I slept. Getting old, man.
Hey, man, you and my brother about the same age.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for a while, some years back, I'd say years back, not like get around like I ordinarily could before that. Couldn't walk for a year. So anytime he'd come visit, he'd be here. My brother-in-law, you met my brother-in-law, Kevin, when we went to the Steelers-Redskins game. Commanders, was Redskins then. But yeah, when those guys would come over, like they'll be here Thanksgiving. Like all the heavy lifting and stuff I need done, I would get them to do it.
Yeah.
But now they're your age. I can't.
That hurts. Yeah,
I gotta respect it.
Kids to grow up, and nephews need to grow up.
Nephews, quick. Yeah. It won't be too quick. They 5 and 4. I got about a good 7 more years.
I even told Pay Dirt is backstage before we went on. I even told Pay, I said, you need to stop with the ageism stuff, man. You're 40 now. You got to understand your trade value is nothing. Ain't nobody giving up a first round for you anymore.
You're not LeBron James.
You ain't getting a first round draft pick for you anymore. You're 40 now.
Right.
You get a late round, like 5th round, 6th round draft choice.
That's it. And when I used to make the ageism jokes and stuff back in the day with my uncles or older relatives and cousins and stuff, they'd tell me, just keep on living. Keep on living. You one day we'll see.
You'll know. Yeah.
You'll know. Yeah.
My mom always says those golden years aren't golden.
Way to say it too. That's a good way to put it. I get it. It's But yeah, man. So I think we got some fun stuff planned for the evening for this show. We'll talk football. We'll make our picks. Pay's running a little behind. I think he's late under the guys that he's working. But B Dirt, you know what's up, man? It's a North Carolina Kansas basketball game on TV right now.
Oh man. How did we not see that one coming?
Right. Hey, I don't know for a fact. I just know. Yeah, so I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's what I think.
It's definitely suspect. It's definitely
suspect. It's suspect. That's good. Yeah, we can't accuse, but we can certainly wonder.
Yes.
But yeah, man, we got some folks in the live chat. Let's shout them out real quick. We got Tim Lyons in the building. Craig Werlow. Running through the jungle. That's you and Tim and Jay Lacey. Hey, man, Jay Lacey filled in for you a couple weeks ago, man. He did a great job, man.
Yeah, I actually watched that show on the big screen.
Oh, did you? Where were you?
Yeah.
Where were you at then?
I was at the house and just
Oh, you had people coming to town to celebrate Jeff's birthday that weekend.
Yep. So after everything calmed down, I sat back by myself, put my feet up, and threw it on the big screen.
Okay.
Good show.
Yeah, no. Thanks, man. No, it was
You guys
Jay
did a great
Lacey.
rapport, I thought, too.
We did. Jay Lacey carried it, man. He's supposed to join us again sometime, you know. So whenever you need to commandeer one of your homies from over there, and we talked about doing some stuff with the Cavs when we got to reconnect again at some point. But that would be great. And see, I'm here. The Cavs are on TV right now. They're playing here in DC. But no, I'm not like the homie Pay potentially. I'm here with the homies.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly. We must say that. But yeah, my Cavs are on TV right up here. But you know, so that can be done, Pay. Let's just say that. If you're doing allegedly what we may think. Bigfoot Bob, what's up? Big Pun. Gavin, Jaime Carlo, what up, man? Mark Lyons. Is that Brad
Jewett? It looks like.
I already need to blow my fonts up on here. Kathy, mother of Afton, shout out to you. Thanks for tapping in to Friday Night with the Homies. We certainly appreciate everybody. B Dirt. The Bengals on bye this week, right?
Yeah, so they should only give up 30. So we should be good.
You say the defense is gonna hold nobody down this week to 30.
To 30, yeah. They're gonna give the bye week's gonna score 30 on us this week.
That's funny, man. But man, so while we waiting on Pay, let's just break these couple AFC North games down. Then hopefully he'll join us and we can just go into making our picks. And I got a couple things I want to ask you guys at the end. Not really no right or wrong answers to this stuff, just your opinions on some different things. Not all football related either. Kind of mostly football related. I know one of them is not, but we'll talk about that when we get to the last 6 or 7 minutes of the show. But yeah, man. So again, thanks everybody for tapping in. Let's get them likes up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe.
Algorithms.
If you algorithms, definitely. If you read the banner running across the bottom of the screen, it says, if you tell your homies to tell our homies, and we can all be homies. Whatever that stuff P. Diddy said back in the day, man. I seen P. Diddy, man, they got video of him in the yard, man. P. Diddy out there like he running stuff. He look like his old P. Diddy self, but he all gray now. I guess they don't offer just for men behind the walls.
Just men, not just for men, just men.
Hey, no, but I don't know what that looks like. That could work too for him. Shout out to P. Diddy, man. I mean, for your time. Mark Tobin in the building. Shout out, Mark. Thanks for tapping in. This week, the Browns play the Jets. You know where that's at? That's in Cleveland, I believe.
That's in New Jersey. Okay.
Well, first, wait. What do you think about that game? Did you see any of the Raiders Broncos?
I did, and one of the best memes I think I've seen so far this season, and as far as the NFL go, was a flashback to the Broncos Raiders game, and it had both quarterbacks with helmets on backwards, so they couldn't see. That was tough to watch, man. A lot of overthrows, a lot of poor throws and passing, and it was an ugly looking game.
It really was. It set football back 30 years.
Yeah, I mean that's not what you want on prime time. We'll leave it at that.
Right. Hold on just a second.
Now the Browns are at the Jets, and they don't expect a lot of scoring in that, obviously. But the Jets are in an interesting situation right now. You know, they dealing Sauce Gardner, dealing
Quinn Williams.
Or Williams, yeah, Quentin Williams. But it looks like getting all those draft picks and everything. Like I'm guessing that they're going to stay at pat as far as coaching and they at least got to get them 2-3 years on top of this year to get those players in and see what they can do with them. I think this is kind of their way of saying, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to rebuild. Interesting play, and it'll be interesting how the rest of the team responds to that, right? Losing a couple of their star players, unless those guys were toxic in the locker room, you kind of expect it to be a bit of a bummer, you might say. In my opinion, humble opinion, but the Browns, they have some younger players that are starting to develop and look pretty good. I think Mason on defense has looked really good. Quinshon Junkins is playing really well. Gabriel's starting to play a little better. So there's some upside for the Browns. The Browns are favored on the road.
Yeah, I think as far as that goes, I said the Raiders game, Broncos game set football back. I wanted to say before I got interrupted, I wanted to say, going back real quick to that game, that they had their throwback uniforms on. The game was throwback. The Broncos they've been down in 8 of 10 games, and they're 8-2. Every game they've been down in, they've won. It doesn't look like Bo Nix is playing a good quarterback either. I think they have a great defense, but I think they could be a little bit maybe not as good as we may think they are right now. What do you think about the Broncos?
Fugazi.
Okay, I didn't want to go that strong with it because they're 8-2. But yeah,
right.
Okay.
You stop me when I name a playoff team. Raiders, Texans, Cowboys, Giants, Jets, Bengals, Titans, Eagles. They've beaten one playoff team. Tate.
All they beat was Eagles. All those wins against all those other teams
are all trash wins. 7 trash wins and snuck one out against the Eagles.
Wow. Oh, I didn't know that. I knew they beat the Colts.
No, Colts beat them on last second field goal.
Oh, that's right. That's how that went. Yeah. Well, they played a tough game against the Colts. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. No, that's true. I mean, so I guess Fugazi is appropriate.
That's the way I gotta call it right now. And listen, the hip drop tackle, I don't understand. Either you are gonna call it and get it out of the sport, or you're not gonna call it. But it's dangerous, obviously, and I know that all stemmed from a Logan Wilson tackle. I'm not gonna forget about that. But now you're looking at J.K. Dobbins is getting reevaluated, even though he came back in for his ankle because of a hip drop tackle. If he's out, man, he's been the one. He's having a career year with the Broncos, and he's been the one thing they can hang their hat on. If he's out, it's not good for them.
Yeah, no, you're right. They got that R.J. Harvey kid, but
he's just been so. Like he's had flashes, but hasn't been consistent in the run game, right? He'll lose 2 yards, lose 1 yard, gain 1 yard, and then hit one for 12.
He's a better third down back, it appears.
Yeah, catching the ball out of the backfield. Yeah, absolutely. He does that kind of stuff really well.
Yeah. All right. Well, as far as the Jets and Browns, man, the Browns are favorite. They're a road favorite against. I think, and I don't know. I just think it can be a tough game because Jets beat the Bengals when they had their last game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last week. They got some feel good about themselves. And they're coming back home, beat you guys on the road to play the Browns. Justin Fields played well that game, and it'll be 2 weeks that he's had to refocus the offense. Garrett Wilson was out last game against you guys. I don't know how ready Adonai Mitchell that they got back in the trade can be to be a factor. I felt like number 2. Mark, what's Mark say? this past Thursday night game was trash. We don't disagree. Shout out Afton, the chat general, the know-it-all. And so I think it'll be a competitive game. Don't even know who I pick now, but when we pick, I got to pick somebody, so we'll save it to then. But your thoughts, I mean, on the game, just your thoughts, you think, you kind of alluded to, but do you think, I mean, because to me, you believe in Dylan Gabriel then? You think he's their quarterback of the future?
Do I? No, but I think he has shown signs of being competent. And I think part of it is some of their offensive line has gotten to play together as well, and that's a big part of it. But no, I wouldn't go as far to stay confident. But here's the Jets. I mean, I look at the teams they've actually scored points against. It's the Steelers. It's the Bengals, and they had a game against the Bucks. They scored 27. Other than that, they scored 6, 11, 22, 21, 10, 17. The Browns are much better defense than the Bengals. I think they're going to have a hard time scoring. I think they'll be able to play those guys pretty tough.
Okay. And in the building, I believe the Carolina Kansas game is at halftime now. You like in and out of here, Pay?
It's in the second half.
Okay. Carolina must have it under control. or the opposite.
Pay,
I want you. We were talking about this just a little bit ago. I want you to give me a yes.
Hold on. Granny's calling. Hold on. Got to see what Granny wants. She calling. But what were you saying, B-Dirt?
Grandma Ma?
Yeah. Well, you didn't hear the phone? Granny was calling, man. I got to, make sure what she wants.
So we were talking about this just a few minutes ago. Yes or no answer here. All I need. I don't even need you to go into detail. Denver Broncos. Fugazi?
Yes.
There it is.
Okay. I was just trying to give 8-2 team credit.
Do you remember a 10-1 Pittsburgh Steelers team?
No, I remember the 11-0 Pittsburgh Steelers team. 11-0 Pittsburgh.
I thought it was 10-1. The one that then lost out.
They didn't lose out. They won. They went 1-4.
They were what?
No,
They were what? They were 11-0 and they were Fugazi.
Oh, that's true. We went to the play. Well, Denver's going to playoff too, aren't they?
That's what the Broncos remind me of this year. Was that particular Steelers team. They beat a lot of not so good teams. They had matchups where people were banged up, and things keep working out for them. Win a lot of close games, win a lot of ugly games. Reminds me a lot of that Steelers team.
I think that was the 2018 Steelers. We actually lost.
Big Ben coming back from injury, right?
Yeah, that was 20. Oh, yeah, they lost here. So we went to the Steeler Commander game here. Then the next time they would have been 8 years later. We went there in 16. No, it was at home. They lost at home. It was 20, and we were 11-0. And Bud Dupree got hurt that game. I think that was his last game for the Steelers because he was a free agent after that, and he went to Tennessee and got a bag. And he's actually gonna play for the Chargers, who we play this weekend. But
hold on a second. Can we Brad Jewett, I believe he's a new name here to the show. He said, Bengals fans, wait until backup comes on the show to talk their talk. Haha. Brad, that had zero to do with the Cincinnati Bengals. Our team is hot garbage right now. Our defense is the worst in the league. I said they gave up 30 on the bye week this week. I don't have any thoughts of grandeur about where our team is. Just like you shouldn't have had thoughts of grandeur where that team was when the Pittsburgh Steelers were winning games, but squeaking them out, and it was a little bit didn't pass the eye test, didn't pass the sniff test.
Yeah,
Things
but I mean,
happen. I think your team this year is better than that team was then.
You're probably right, but I mean, you still feel good. Your team's the only 11-0 team in the league. They're 8-2, so they're not even have a better record as we had then. But yeah, we
I was
played.
just,
I think we went to Kansas City.
Showing similarities. That's all.
Or was that was the year I believe we lost to Cleveland and Baker Mayfield. That was the COVID year too. So that year was all off. That was a bizarro year.
Bizarro year.
Yeah. Picks right now, just analysis. What do you guys think about that game?
Which game?
Steelers versus Chargers.
That's a tough one to call. In my mind, I think they match up pretty well. The Chargers are favored by 3 at home, which means it's a pick'em game, neutral site, right? But I expect to see a lot of Steelers fans at this game too. I really do. So I think it's going to be a really tight game. I think it's going to be a fun game to watch. If the Steelers can get the pressure on Herbert that they got last week and force some turnovers, I think they pull it off. But they have to win the turnover battle in order to win the game, in my mind. I think whoever wins the turnover battle in this game wins.
What if there's no turnovers?
Well, Vegas says the Chargers win then.
Does the
Bank
of B Dirt agree?
Now, if you're going to set the over under on turnovers at 0.5, I will gladly take the over.
I think for this game, I think this is a referendum game for both teams. The loser for this game, I'm going to officially call them a pretender. Winner, they're in the contender side of things as we're getting into the later portions of the season. Week 10, only a handful of games left, but both of these teams have shown they put together some nice win streaks. Both of them had some 2-3 losses in a row. Both of them have the players that for you to be able to say, okay, this is a good team. We can be able to do some things. We can put some things together with the roster that we've put with the roster we have. Obviously, we know this is a what do you call it? A must. I don't want to say must win game, but it's a last dance type of season for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They did some things for them to not just win games, regular season games. They want to do something in the postseason. So that's why I say this game for both teams just getting to that point where you got to start showing your mettle. We've all seen Harbaugh. He's been there for what? This is his second season. Harbaugh doesn't last more than 4. So if they're gonna do something, gotta be now. Let's go Tar Heels.
Hey, Tate, one of Pay's comments gave me a question I want to ask you before you give us your analysis of the game. Like the Last Dance reference there that Pay made. What do you think percentage-wise do you expect a rookie quarterback to be starting for the Pittsburgh Steelers next year? Do you think you've got a quarterback in the building that's going to start next year? Do you think they're going to look for a tenured quarterback, or do you think they're going to try to get a rookie in and turn the keys over there? What are your thoughts on that?
The percentage of everything is that Aaron Rodgers comes back. That would be one. If they draft, I don't really want them to, unless they see. I don't want to trade up and draft the quarterback. And I don't know, but I just believe you can wait, especially if Aaron Rodgers comes back, you can wait a year on that and fill other holes, especially if you're picking like in the early 20s or something. Instead of trading that capital, you got 12 picks. Use them bottom end picks, trade up, get 5 or 6 really good players, to have ready for that quarterback or help one more year with Aaron Rodgers and what they think they could do. Or I don't think a rookie starts. I think if Aaron Rodgers retires and we do draft a quarterback, I think the battle is between Will Howard, who will have been in the building for a year, and Mason Rudolph. And then however the season starts, if they winning, then they keep with that guy. If they start losing, if say the halfway point they're 3-5, they go to the rookie.
Okay. I like that. With your analysis for this game, I think Brad Jewett brings up a good point there in the chat. I couldn't agree more with that. TJ against a backup right tackle, I think is the difference maker. It's anytime you put TJ Watt across from a backup, not good.
No, I agree too. But the thing is, both their starting first round tackles are out.
So you got Highsmith on a backup too.
Yeah, you do.
Highsmith with the AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week, wasn't
he? He was. Yeah, he was. Real quick for me, I feel like the defense needs to come out and play well again. For the same reason Brad brought up. You're playing against the Chargers have had 10 different starting offensive linemen this year. 10. Their third string running back. So to me, the key to the game is kind of what you did last. I'm not saying you play the same defense, but you see what happens when you smash the run game. You smash the run game, you put the opposition in predictable situations. If it's 3rd and 7, yeah, try and run. You're not gonna get 7 yards. 3rd or 7, I know you're passing. We're playing pass defense. We're getting pressure on you. I think on this team, and because of injuries, I think defensively they're not as good as I thought they were the first few weeks of the city in the opening game. They looked really dominant a couple times. They even did against the Chargers a couple weeks ago. But yeah, don't think they're stout against the run. Khalil Mack's a little older. You know Cam Hayward as far as his age and his play. The corners can be had. And I think Aaron Rodgers plays well indoors. So, I'm not leaning. I think even though they're a road dog, it's a kind of a favorable matchup. Throughout the whole game, the only place the Chargers win for position by position is the quarterback. I believe Herbert's top 5. He just has an injured line. Is on his 3rd string running back. I mean, and so I like Lab McConkey. I like some of their well. I like that Oronde Gadsden. He's a good young tight end.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I like him. But you make just so 2 games. The Steelers last played good defensively against Cleveland. Dylan Gabriel threw the ball like 57 times. And last week, Daniel Jones threw the ball like 50 plus times. Flacco got us for a lot, but he only threw the ball like 37 times or something, So, yeah, because we didn't make your boy Chase Brown was out there. He had 100 yards that game. Our defense was getting gas, but we were doing things too complicated. And the communication was off. The responsibility of filling your gaps, no Diddy was off.
Hey,
so so yeah. Just do your job, play solid defense. I think that's what they did last week. They just said, man, we got all these good players on defense. We're paying all this money. Y'all just go play. We don't got to try and scheme nothing out. Just go beat your man, and we'll be okay. So that's my thought on that. Let's go ahead and take our first break.
And the last team in the division, the Cincinnati Bengals, on a bye week, will have 14 missed tackles and give up 31 points. Off to the break.
I got to be dirt. They hold them under 30. They hold by under 30.
Take the over.
But yeah, what's up, Steeler Girl? Thanks for tapping in. We'll go to break real quick. We'll come back.
808. That's Hawaii.
Yeah, Steeler Girl's always around. I never questioned the 808.
808's the Hawaii.
808s are speakers.
Say what?
808s are speakers.
808 is also the area code for Hawaii.
No, but pay typical pay style. Make your ages joke. Pay. Go ahead.
What do you mean? What's the
you said 808 Dirt obviously didn't know what 808 was.
Steeler girl, Maui.
Yeah, Maui.
Eat it, Pay.
Whoa, whoa. I said 808 is a common phrase for a type of speaker also. That's it.
Okay. But B Dirt was right at the end of the day. We're going to take our first break. We'll be right back after that.
That sounds good.
We right back and go ahead and have our pick'ems. A few words from our partners and advertisers for the audio side, and we'll be right back after this. Let's get them algorithms up one time. Welcome to Friday night again. We're back on the Homies Podcast. Myself, the homie B Dirt, the homie Pay is coming back soon. Yeah, okay. Looking at the Kansas Carolina score because that distracts Pay. But yeah, man. So he's back.
Oh, nice looking hat.
He just. Oh, you got can't see the logo to your pay their hats. Yeah,
yes, sir.
We got to talk about more merch, more swag, man. I feel like if I don't do pay dirt with you, man, I don't get no action on the merch swag stuff. It's cool though.
We're overdue. We are way overdue.
But yeah, man, let's put up the score, man. You sent those tabulations. We were together last week, but we didn't have all the stuff updated. The new scores and percentages for the season thus far through 9 weeks are as such. Go ahead, B Dirt.
Tate is in the lead at 52.8%, and myself and Pay are at 49.6%. Tight race. Anybody's ball game.
It is. All it'll take Pay is one of those 10-4 weeks to shoot out way in front of us again. But yeah, man, I was surprised. We were all like over the course of the 3 weeks that we hadn't been tabulating. I was 20 and 19. You guys were 19 and 20 over all that time. Yeah. So wow.
Yeah, and it was weird because it was. I think all three of us had a hot week, and all three of us had a low week and a medium week.
Okay, that's how that went.
Pickens, you big dummies in the house. Welcome, man.
Pickens in the building, the big dummy.
I just
in
love
my
it when that gets said.
Red Sanford voice, you big dummy. Shout out, Pickens.
You big dummy.
But yeah, man, B Dirt, go ahead. Let's crank up the picks, man.
All right, we're Tate. We'll let you start off. Hey, where's this game at? It's 9. We got 9:30 games back.
It's in Germany.
In Germany, we got Falcons plus 6.5 at the Colts in Germany, over under 48.5. Tate, who you got?
Man, I'm gonna be fast. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Falcons, man. I mean, the Colts lost last week. They got Sauce Gardner, and the Falcons are so unpredictable. I really don't know which way to go. I just think 6.5. They shouldn't lose by more than the touchdown. 0 by the Carolina Panthers. But Carolina aren't as bad as we thought they were. And Pay kind of been on that all year, even when they was like 0-3. And they're 5-4 now. Like, man, I'm gonna say legit, but they're surprising me. They might beat the Denver Broncos by the eye test. But yeah, man. So I'm taking the Falcons getting 6.5.
All right, Pay, before you give it to us, we got a super chat. Tate, hit us with that one.
Fee, what up? Thanks for tapping in. She said, what up, my Pete's Take Pay, my boy B Dirty. Man, you got the whole B Dirty, not even B Dirt. Yeah, but B Dirty means something, Pete. Means something, Fee. I mean, you out here in these streets stirring stuff up. She also shouts out the homie Jaime, Big Pun, Steeler Girl, and Pickens, you big dummy. Live chat love coming to y'all from Fee, and thanks, Fee. We definitely thank you. Thanks for tapping in tonight. As always, you one of our chat generals too. Go ahead, B Dirt.
Yeah, I might be doing somebody dirty later. Pay. Falcons plus 6.5. Colts in Germany, 48.5 is the over-under. Who you got?
Well, you said the Germany game, Falcons and the Colts.
Falcons plus 6.5.
Give me the Colts by 7.
Uh,
Oh, no. You
Oh.
6.5, right?
Yep.
For some reason, the Falcons, I hate Jekyll and Hyde type squad.
Very much so.
But something tells me that with the bright lights on, they're gonna, with everybody watching them in Berlin, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that that weak Falcon thing. I think this game might be close. Maybe I'm gonna switch. Give me the Falcons to cover.
Hey, did you say the Falcons are inconsistent?
Yes.
All right, yes.
All right, go ahead.
I had already wrote a P down on the Colts side of this. The good news is real simple to turn a P into a B. Give me the Colts minus 6.5. Pay, we'll go here. The Bills at the Dolphins. The Dolphins plus 9.5 over under 50.5. Pay, who you got?
For the Bills,
Bills
the
at
Bills are playing
Dolphins. Dolphins
yeah.
plus 9.5.
The Bills own the Dolphins. This year is no different. Even if the Bills have not reached their zenith as of yet, but they are coming off a big win. I like the Bills to go ahead and do their normal and beat the Dolphins by multiple scores. Give me that. Bills by 10.
All right. I'm going to take the home team. I'm going to take the score of 28-20. The Bills win, but the Dolphins cover closely. I think it's going to be a backdoor cover as well. Tate, who you got?
I'm with you, B Dirt. I mean, because I saw Buffalo struggle against Miami in Buffalo. I mean, if it wasn't for a penalty on a roughing the punter, roughing the kicker, I mean, they were in that game. They had a chance to win that game. Then I think Buffalo goes down to score, makes it a 10-point game. It really was a lot closer. But yeah, just give me Miami with the points. You said they're getting 8, 9.
9.5.
No, oh yeah, give me the Dolphins.
All right, I will start off here with the Ravens at the Vikings. Vikings plus 3.5 over under 48.5. Vikings good win against the Lions last week. Can they roll it up here and back to back against the Ravens? What Flores defense? I think we give it a little bit too much hype, and they haven't been exactly what we expect from them this year. But they do blitz more than any team in the league. And Pay, do you want to tell me who the best quarterback in the league against the blitz is?
Would it be Jake Browning?
No, it'd be Mr. Jackson. Give me the Ravens to cover minus 3.5. Pay or Tate? Ravens at Vikings. Vikings plus 3.5 over under 48.5. Who you got?
The fact that it's in Minnesota and Lamar threw for 4 touchdowns, but they were like slow touchdowns, right? They were like to tight ends. You know, Mark Andrews caught a couple. I think Brian Flores, I believe in him drawing something up to make somebody else other than Lamar Jackson beat him. 3.5 is not. I wish it was 4, but I'll take the Vikings getting 3.5 at home. I'll take the home dog.
All right. Pay tiebreaker here. Ravens at Vikings. Vikings plus 3.5.
I also have the Vikings to keep that game close. Give me the Vikings to cover the 4.5. 3.5. 3.5. Even better.
See, I wished it was 4. He said even better than 3.5.
Yeah, he's not paying attention to us. He's watching the game. It is what it is. All right, Tate, you got the Patriots plus 2.5 at the Buccaneers over under 48.5. Who you got, Tate?
I think this is one of the toughest games of the week. Patriots at Buck. I mean, hey man, it's close. You said the Patriots are getting 2.5.
Yes.
Yeah, so give me the Bucks, man. If they're gonna win, they're gonna win by a field goal at least. And I'm just taking Baker over Drake May right now. Ibuka will be back. I believe after the bye, Bucky Irving should be back. But so
nope.
I don't.
No Bucky Irving. No White.
Oh, no running back. That's a fact. He lost his headphones right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Things escalated quickly there for Pay.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna take. Oh, that makes a difference though. But I'm gonna take the home team. Give me Baker.
All right. Pay Patriots plus 2.5 at the Bucks over under 48.5.
Oh, 2.5. No running backs. I don't think running backs really impact the line too much, at least in Vegas' eyes. But the Patriots have to lose at some point. They've won 6 in a row. Buccaneers are a step ahead in weight class, I believe. They want to run. They want to throw the ball anyway. Give me the Bucks to win. Bucks by 6.
All right. I think Emeka Ibuka obviously being coming back, being healthy is a big one. This is definitely two quarterbacks that are in the conversation for league MVP as we hit the halfway point here. I think this is where we see that Baker Mayfield is a little bit better than where Drake May is right now in his career. And I also like the fact that the Tampa Bay health that you really ought to be talking about is the offensive line is getting healthy. I think they're going to be able to protect him a little bit more in this game. And I think the Bucks, I think Baker throws for about 325. So I'm also going to take the Bucks. It's a clean sweep. All right.
It's down in Central Florida, Mark. It's in Tampa.
Pardon me?
I'm just telling Mark this in Tampa. He said, or the Bucks at home.
Yeah,
they're home.
Tampa Bay. And that Central, huh? Okay. Hey, we're going to throw it to you. You got the Saints plus 5.5 at the Carolina Panthers over under 38.5. Newsfest.
Panthers moved to 2 games over 500 and beat up on those Saints as they continue to play for the future. Maybe Arch Manning sweepstakes, or maybe somebody else. Don't know, but the Saints ain't winning. Give me the Panthers by 13. Nice backcourt.
If you watch Pater, you already know about this one. I don't like the Panthers. They're up and down, Jekyll and Hyde. You play good one week, terrible the next. But the only thing about this game I like less than the Panthers is the New Orleans Saints. They're horrible. Give me the Panthers to cover here. Tate, who you got?
What's the line?
Saints plus 5.5.
Oh, yeah,
you got to give me more for that. I ain't doing that.
And this one, yeah. This is something I said I wouldn't do all year unless they played each other. The Saints or the Panthers. Now, my take on the Panthers may have changed over the past few weeks. They have 5 wins now. I mean, I think I'm not picking them over a good team, but at one time there was like, man, who am I going to pick when the Saints and Carolina Panthers play? Well, that's been spelled out for me now. It's really easy. Give me the Panthers to cover the 5.5.
All right. Clean slate again. Oh, so I get to start this one. Giants plus 4.5 at the Bears over under 47.5. The Giants pass defense is not good enough to keep up with the Bears pass offense. I think the Bears are unlocking some pretty good offense there under Ben Johnson. Give me the Bears to cover. Tate, Giants plus 4.5 at the Bears. Who you got?
Oh, man. It's a tough one, man. I think it's the universe, man. Every time the Bears always give me, I've picked the Bears like 3 or 4 times this year. And I picked against them like 3 or 4 times this year. And every time I've always lost whenever I'm picking or not picking the Bears. I think, man, the Bears -4.5. It's a tough one. I think Jackson Dart's gonna come, but the fact that their weapons are hurt, it's gonna catch them at some point. And the Bears just got a new edge, right? Who'd they get? Who'd they get, Pay?
Somebody out of Cleveland, not Myles Garrett.
Okay, thought they got somebody else. But all right, yeah, man, give me
the name. Don't ask me. I don't know his name.
Okay.
I can't pronounce his name.
I think his name's Joe.
JTS. That's what we call him. JTS.
Oh,
I think his first name is
Joe. Yeah, he played at Washington. Yeah, he's an edge. He was a Tampa. He played college in Washington.
How about that?
Yeah, Joe, Tryon, whatever. Yeah, I know you're talking about now, though.
Whoa.
Whatever.
No, something like that, though.
Joe Tryon.
Joe Tyron. Yeah.
Joe Tyron.
Sharinka.
What?
That's his name,
Sounds
man.
close enough.
Yeah.
I said, Joe.
Give me the Bears, man. Give me the Bears.
All right. Do we have our third straight clean sweep Pay, or are you picking against your beloved Bear?
Come on now.
All right.
What kind of question was that?
Pay takes the Packers. Heard. All right, Tate. You got the Jags at the Texans. Texans +1.5 over under 37.5. And CJ Stroud is officially out. Still in concussion protocol.
Get that.
So this is a Davis Miles game. Who you got?
Davis Mills, not Joe.
Well, whatever.
I
Davis
got
career backup.
I got the Jaguars, man.
Jaguars.
But they always have problems in Houston. But yeah, no Stroud. They're out.
The line is Jaguars 1.5.
Texans +1.5 over under 37.5.
Yeah, I actually like Davis Mills to go ahead and get this upset.
All right.
Wow, I was almost right there, Pay. But go ahead, be there.
Tiebreaker, I think the Jags on offense just make one or two more plays than the Texans. I'm going to give the slight edge to the Jags. All right. Who started that one off? Was that Tate? So Pay, you have game of the week. The Cleveland Browns at the Jets. Jets +1.5 over under 37.5. Got to be the game of the week, right?
I mean, I'm staying up to watch it. You're gonna be happy to hear this. We didn't talk about it yesterday on Pay Dirt. I like the Jets to upset.
Hey now. All right, I do not. I think the Jets are running into a Browns defense that's much better, and I think I have a feeling they're going to be a little dejected after getting rid of two of their best players. I'm going to take the Browns. Tate, who you got? Tiebreaker. Browns at the Jets, Jets +1.5.
I was all set to take the Jets till you said what you just said about them potentially being deflated but losing two really, really good players.
Deflated.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll with that side of things, man. Give me the Browns. I wanted the Jets. I think the Jets. I bet the Jets scored 21 points.
If they score 20, they score 20.
They should win. You're right.
I think it's 21-17 Browns. I will go Cardinals +6.5 at the Seahawks. Seahawks over under 45.5. We have now definitely got Kyler Murray on IR. I think the Seahawks are proving that their defense is for real, their offense is for real, and you can't really load up for one thing or the other. They have two good running backs. They have a good tight end. Arroyo has been playing really well, rookie out of Miami. And JSN is the real deal at wide receiver. I'm going to take the Seahawks to win by at least a touchdown or more. I like this one about 28-17. Tate, Who you got? Cards plus 6.5 at the Seahawks, over under 45.5.
Man, I think the Cardinals have been playing the defense and the offense, and Jacoby Brissett's been in. Kyler Murray, you're on the way out of town this offseason. I don't know where, but you're on your way out of town. And not that Jacoby will be the starter. They just resetting the quarterback position. I mean, look how much better McBride and Marvin Harrison look with a competent pocket passer in there. I think the Seahawks win. I'm more like 27-24, but the Cardinals keep it within 6. So, yeah, I'm taking the Cardinals with the points.
All right, Pay, you're the tiebreaker. Cards plus 6.5 the Seahawks. Who you got?
The numbers don't support Brissett's offense being a more fluent offense versus when Kyler's a quarterback. The numbers don't support it. However, it just looks that way, doesn't it? It feels like the team is better with Brissett. I'm watching the same games everybody else is watching. I'm just like, I think Kyler lost his job to a career backup, even though that's crazy to think that, especially with the paycheck he's getting. But I wish my job cared about me as much as they care about Kyler. They gave him 4 weeks paid off so he can go play video games. So with that, I mean, a lot of good. I think the vibes are high with Arizona right now. I think after having that big win against Dallas, even though, the Seahawks defense is better, they probably won't be able to do what they did against them versus what they did against Dallas. But I think they're primed to keep that game a lot closer than 6.5. Give me the Cardinals to cover.
All right. Tate, you have the Lions at the Commies. Commies plus 8.5, over under 49.5.
Yeah, man, I'll take the Lions, man. I think you talk about deflation. Jaden Daniels getting hurt. The Dan Quinn at the press conference asking, like, why did you have him in saying stupid stuff? Yeah, I just think the vibe, the energy and vibe out here, man, in Commander Land is low. And they were so high going to my barber shop late, during training camp, and it's different now, man. I go to the barber shop in the morning, and yeah, some of them guys gonna be sad. Haven't been there since Jaden Daniels been hurt. But yeah, I got the whoever they playing. Who they playing?
Lions.
Yeah, give me them. Give me them.
All right.
To
Pay Lions at the Commies. Commies plus 8.5, over under 49.5. Who you got?
This was in our 6-leg parlay that we built on Pay Dirt. I'm standing on it. I got Lions 30, Commandos 13.
10 toes down on that one as well. Give me the Lions to cover in a rout. Lions get back on the winning side of things. Hey, you got the Rams at the 49ers. 49ers plus 4.5. Home dog against the Rams. 49.5 is the over-under. Who you got?
Yeah, I hate the divisional. Out of any division, the NFC West is always the most difficult to prognosticate it for. Those games always go in opposite directions than the way you think they're always going to go, especially with the 49ers involved. They're a 4.5 point home dog, and I'm going to say they cover that game. Ain't got no business covering, but I'm gonna just say it just to watch my 6. Give me the 49ers.
All right. 49ers it is. Man, I really struggle with this one. Mac Jones is starting again for the 49ers. Puka went out last week for the Rams, but seems to be playing. Tutu Atwell's out for the Rams. Both teams have been a little bit of a mash unit. I mean, I think this is a toss-up. I'm trying to think best players on the field. I just feel like if I go through the list of who's got more of the best players, I go to the Rams. Give me the Rams to cover. This one is a toss-up. I totally agree with you, Pay. This is just Educated guess. Don't want to put any of my ducats on this one. Tate, who you got? Rams at 49ers, 49ers plus 4.5.
The Rams should have won the first game that was in LA. That's the one that Sean McVay went for it in the second, in overtime. The end of on their possession, they didn't want to go for the tie. You said Mac Jones is playing?
Yes, sir.
So
Mr. Michael McCorkle Jones.
That's his real name. Is that his real name?
That's his real name.
Mac is $48.5 million cheaper than Brock Purdy. Mac Jones was a top 5 pick. Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. I'd say the 49ers got duped when they decided to pay Mac all that money. Purdy all that money.
It seems pretty dumb in hindsight.
Yeah, bada boom. But yeah, man, I'm going to take the Rams, man. I think the Rams are. What's the spread again?
4.5.
Oh yeah, the Rams are a touchdown better. Yeah, give me the Rams.
Pay, I saw you with your eyes. You played loser game show host.
Yes, he did.
I have the Steelers plus 3 at the Chargers, over under 45.5. Now, this is how you know that I am doing this in the random order of which the boxes align themselves, because I just want to have an ability to take one team that neither one of you are taking in this one. I have no idea who's going to win this one. I think it's a complete toss-up. That said, I know that Tate's going to take the Steelers. So the only opportunity that I have to be a lone wolf is to take the Chargers. Therefore, I'm going to take the Chargers. That's the only reason why. Tate, who you got?
Man, yeah, we're going out to Pittsburgh West, with all those terrible towels out there in SoFi. I think it's a competitive game to the last quarter. I think the Steelers are able to run the ball and mix their tight ends in. I think Aaron Rodgers will play a clean game. Outside of last week, Aaron Rodgers is automatic for a 2-tub game, which is why I played in my fantasy quarterback the past few weeks, because I had Justin Fields and Kyler Murray. So I just want some consistency out of position. And I think the Steelers will get that consistency tomorrow. I just need the defense to show up again. They should be able to have a 4-sack game against Justin Herbert in the offensive line and stop the run. So give me the Steelers. I think they're getting on a roll. They play both you guys' team next. So this is just part of staying on that roll this week. So I got the Steelers winning the game 24-17.
Hey, you got the tiebreaker here. Steelers plus 3 at the Chargers, over under 45.5. Who you got?
I actually have a similar score to Tate. I actually have it 23-17 Steelers.
Yes. I just wanted to be the lone wolf here. I pulled out that thought process. I feel good about it. I don't know if I'm going to win or not, but at least I got an opportunity to get one on both of you guys. I get one win on both of you in the same game is nice. All right, Tate, take us home here. Monday Night Football. And here's the pay. I want to say this. When we talk about payday, you talk about pay dirt, excuse me. We do this show normally on Wednesdays. We did it on Thursday today. When you start seeing the big money, Vegas money normally starts coming out Friday afternoon, for those of you who don't know. I love the fact that 3 of the lines that we picked yesterday and I put money on have changed when the Vegas money, the big money, went down. This is one of those Eagles plus 1.5. It went down from 2.5 to 1.5 at the Packers. Over under 45.5. Tate, who you got winning this one?
Man, I'm going to roll with the Eagles, man. He had a decent game recently, but one of these games Saquon was going to blow up, man. This could be the week Jalen Hurts just gets out of trouble and he can get first downs and stuff with his legs. And I just think the Eagles going to get pressure on Jordan Love. And I'm just going with the Eagles, man. I don't have really any more analysis on it. Just like the Eagles to win in Lambeau. That's just they're getting 2.5.
What plus 1.5. It was 2.5 yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I still like Eagles to win out.
But the smart money, as they call it, Vegas calls it the smart money. The guys that bet really big, they went Eagles today. Hey,
okay. Yeah, I got Eagles too.
Eagles plus 1.5 at the Packers. Who you got?
What happened? Packers did what?
Eagles plus 1.5 at the Packers. Go Heels.
Go Tar Heels. Come on now. Eagles is going to beat the Packers. Two losses in a row. I like the Eagles. They're the dogs anyway. The nerve of them making the defending Super Bowl champs dogs to the Wisconsin team. Upset alert. That's my third upset alert, isn't it?
Is that an upset?
It is. Eagles plus 1.5.
It is an upset.
Yeah.
No, I get it, but do we really think that's an upset? It's like even money.
No.
I mean,
by definition, yes, I do.
No, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Listen, the Packers have struggled to score points at times this year. The Browns, 10 points, 13 points against the Panthers.
And Croft is out, right? Croft is out.
Croft tore his ACL, out for the remainder of the season. Reed is out, and 2 other wide receivers are questionable. So we've got some injuries there to their to his weapons. And so this is where Josh Jacobs needs to step up and against that stout defensive line of the Eagles, I don't see that happening. I think the Eagles will be able to stymie them on defense and therefore win a battle of attrition. We all see it the same way here. EAGLES. All right. That's all of them. I think
effing Big G. I just went to go pick up Christian Watson and Big G picked him up already.
Oh, no.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it, man.
That's it.
Okay. Well, yeah. So we'll see what that looks like next week. Hey, B Dirt, can when you get a chance, can you send a picture of the picks? Yeah, that's how you roll, man.
Sure can.
I can't even call that old school. Like, bookies keep their little books or little tablets and stuff. You makes it modern. So yeah, man. Got a few questions, man. Right? It's either or. You weren't here, Pat. I told B Dirt. There's no right answer. There's only opinions, right? So, a couple football related questions here. Far as broadcasting teams you like to listen to in college football, who's your favorite? Pay, you go first with this, and you let the audience that's listening know the options, and let us know which one is your favorite broadcast team to listen to.
So what you have pictured here, you have Herb Street and his booth. ESPN
Fowler.
Saturday Night Football. Fowler, yeah. Jeremy Fowler. I'm not sure who's that in the bottom box.
That's Brad Nielsen and Gary Daniels. They do the SEC games on CBS.
I think
Brad Nessler.
I think Noah Eagle and Todd Blackledge are better than those two.
Yeah,
I started
Noah Eagle. I kind of like his calls. I think he's very polished. Him and that's his brother, right? Ian Eagle. They're brothers. Right?
No, Ian Eagle is it's father son.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Noah is I I like his calls too. His humor can be corny sometimes.
So
Cornball.
is that cousin to Nerd? Who's
No.
your guy, Pay?
Cousin to Poindexter, I believe, is what we were looking for.
Dork.
Okay.
Dork works.
I like give me Herb Street. You know, they've done it long enough. So I think Herb Street and Fowler.
Okay. I'll go next. No, the only ones I don't like is the bottom. I think the fact that Herb Street and Fowler do primetime games mostly just offers their games more appeal than doing the big noon game, even though that gets the day started. Right. Tomorrow, Joel Klatt and Buzz Johnson, his name? Johnson. He's from Michigan, B Dirt. You know his name, don't you? Gus Johnson. But I'm gonna go with Herb Street and Fowler too, man, just because their games have more cachet. Because they're big prime time. Even though you got the big noon game, the big prime time game, those guys are better to listen to. Give me her. B Dirt, you.
Joel Klatt and Gus Johnson all day. And the reason why, actually, you know, Gus, you said a Michigan guy, right?
Yeah.
But it's weird. I don't like him because of that stuff. He's actually the Robin, I think, in this situation. Joel Klatt's knowledge of the game and the way he breaks down stuff, I like a lot. I like his podcast. I think he's doing great stuff. So I like Joel Klatt. And they a great yin and yang, right? Joel Klatt's cerebral and breaks down stuff very well. And Gus Johnson's the energy guy. I like those guys together.
I like that. Yeah, I like it too. Time slot, but no, I get it. So next up, B Dirt, you go first. Your favorite NFL broadcast team to listen to, and let us know who's pictured here.
All right, you got Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. You got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. You got Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth. You got some bum and Tom Brady.
Where's Greg Olsen?
I mean, I don't know.
He got moved when Brady joined Fox. He's on the B team, and that's Kevin Burkhardt with Brady.
Yeah, I don't know that fool. Here's the problem with every one of these NFL ones. There's one guy I like, and there's one guy I don't on every single one of these. Really? Now, I will say this
in the Tirico Collinsworth, who you like, who you don't like.
Tirico's great. Great. Collinsworth is a putz.
Former one of the best Bengal receivers in history is a putz.
Yeah, and listen, why do I have to have this conversation? I just had to have this conversation with somebody in the chat earlier. Yeah, I'm objective. He's a putz. I don't give a shit who he played for. As an announcer,
makes him a putz, though?
Terrible.
What makes him a putz?
All right, so he says stuff like, he gets so far up. What's the terminology? Navel gazing. He gets so far up. Certain players or derrieres. Pat Mahomes. Oh, no one in the league can do that. Like escaping from the pocket and throw down. I literally just watched the game before this where Baker Mayfield did it better. You know what I mean? Like I can't. He just picks one player per game and says everything great about him and won't say nearly anything critical. It's just it's not objective at all. It drives me nuts.
Well, for me, that's because he runs PFF, and I think they are in, again, it comes up again, bizarro world as far as a lot of their analysis. I won't say 100%, but a lot of it.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite, B-Dirt?
I'd probably go Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, to be honest with you. And it's tough for me to say that. I don't love any of the the 4, if you ask me if I'm just picking my favorite single one, it's Mike Tirico.
Wow.
But
I like Tirico. Jim Nance should only be doing the Masters at this point in his career. So I'll take Joe Buck and Mr. Concussion himself, Troy Aikman. He's got the fun CTE. He's good.
Okay, I'm going to go with. Man, I'm Collinsworth gets on my nerves. I used to kind of like Romo. I don't dislike Romo. He kind of tells you the game, what to look for, what to expect. I kind of like that aspect of it from a this perspective. But I think Tom Brady's a real good analysis. But yeah, I gotta go with Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. I mean, I just like the way then they've been together the longest. I think Pay used that one on the college pick. I think the fact that they've been together the longest, they work well together.
Yeah.
They transitioned from Fox to ESPN, leaving it for Burkhart. I mean, I wonder how Buck and Brady would do. But
now, do you guys agree that Brady was terrible last year, but is much better this year?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you get better the longer you do stuff, right? And I think the Fox broadcast is more centered around him. Some of them Brady commercials are funny, man. Mm-hmm. You seen some of those ads where, like, the guy's eating his breakfast, thinking about a football play, and he says, or the kids outside playing, you got to rip the seam. Yeah, they're funny to me. But go ahead. I got that side. So now the last two are a little bit. I mean, they're close, right? I mean, there's no right or wrong. And I'll put these guys up. And which one of you guys are more of a hockey guy?
Oh, Pay, did you pick yours, by the way?
He did. He went first. Didn't you?
I did. He went first on the first one.
Oh, my bad, Pay. Go ahead. I got rid of the graphic now, though, but I hope you remember.
Is that the actual Tom Brady, or do you think that's the clone Tom Brady calling the games? Because you say something interesting, V-Dirt. He's gotten better this year calling games.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the real Tom Brady, or do you think it's the clone?
Be careful. I care about you, Pay.
I know. I'm just asking questions. Just asking questions.
Be careful.
Listen, man. Listen, I'm tired. I'm tired of this. There's no way.
Could be a whole army of Tom Brady's coming after you. Yes.
Yeah, it might be. It might be. But you know what? They don't have real skin. So I think I could be able to. I think I can be able to fend for myself there. There's no way he was able to win all those Super Bowls at the age that he did. My theory. Actual Tom Brady retired a long time ago when he brought in his clone, and he was able to get all those Super Bowls, just like he cloned his dog. And I think the clone is actually calling these games. So it's not fair to pick him because it's not even really him and Burkhart. So I'm just going to default to the other quarterback, and I'm going to take the Troy Aikman, the hater he is, and Joe Buck.
All right, that's a clean sweep. Hit Big Puns comment here. Says, my favorite of all time was Dick Enberg and Merlin Olsen. That's an old school shout out. I like that one. But I would have to say, whoa, Nelly.
So fast, my friend. Oh, how you guys going to leave out Pat Summerall and John Madden?
I just told you, Keith Jackson's my favorite.
Hey, you never heard Pat Summerall and John Madden.
Is that right?
Well, yeah. It may not be right, but it's close to right. It's close to right. You weren't you didn't have your whole football mind then. Let me just say that.
You know they didn't retire until like 15 some odd years ago, right?
No, they were retired like by 2000. Well, because Madden, Summerall together they were. Madden stayed around and went to work with Al Michaels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's not Summerall and Madden though. You were a little fellow when Madden was doing games.
Okay, so the thing was that you're wrong.
No, I said your football brain wasn't together yet.
You don't know that.
So you wouldn't even recognize good analysis.
I know them. Yeah, I don't recognize good announcers now because that's an opaque ass question, but I do remember them calling games.
Technically, hold on a second. Technically, Pat Summerall called his last game in the Cotton Bowl in 2010. 15 years ago.
When did him and Madden break up?
2002.
Okay. Yep. Think Pace still was walking around high school then. So when they started, he may have been walking around elementary. Football brain, as I was saying.
But he definitely heard Summerall.
When did you get a football brain?
When your brain's totally cultivated, you understand strategy and play calling and all that, the intricacies. When you learn the intricacies, throw the bomb, go deep. Yeah, you know all that stuff. Yeah, you learn that.
So if you've been playing football, so if you were playing football when you started playing football at 8, and you're still playing in high school, you don't understand football.
You may, but I said when they.
All right, so moving on. I understood football.
2002 says the graduate of 2003-ish, probably. But anyway, next up, who's the hockey guy?
I'm gonna take my break now.
I like hockey.
Okay, so
I watch hockey, but I don't get into much of the who's calling the game nearly as much as I do the other ones.
It's not about that, B. It's about this.
Yeah. Ooh,
who you got?
You know what? Listen, I know Ovi, scored more goals than anybody, but
True.
To me, what he's done, he's a test of time, strength, crashes the net, that kind of stuff. I think Sid's more of a skill player, and I think you could put I just think Sidney Crosby's more talented, more fun to watch his game. I'm gonna take Sidney Crosby all day.
Oh, okay. I'll go second. It looks like Pay's pondering, and I don't know. See, it's funny because I've been to watch Ovechkin a couple times. Been to a couple Capitals games. Not a hockey. I went to a hockey game the couple of times I've been. The energy in the arena, the force, especially when you're close to the glass, and the power they play with, right? And I mean the checking against the boards and stuff. Ovechkin is the best player. It is also a goon, right? I mean, he brings the physicality to the game. He's powerful. I do agree that Sid the Kid is more skilled. Co-worker of mine back in the days from Pittsburgh, huge Penguins fan. Loved Sid Crosby, loved Mario Lemieux. And him and my director, who was a Caps fan, they would talk about this all day. But yeah, I mean, it could be because I've been out here in DC for 20 years now. So I kind of all I've known is Ovechkin. I'm gonna go with Alex. I'm gonna go with Ovechkin, man. For no other reason than it's only about my favorite, right? So I'm gonna roll Ovechkin. Pay, who do you got?
I didn't know Crosby was still playing.
Still playing at a very high level too. And when you look at Ovechkin has more goals.
Yeah.
Right.
Crosby has more points.
He's got more goals, but Crosby has got more points by about 100 points.
And
so is that just a Pittsburgh thing? Is because Crosby's still playing and Mario Lemieux played for a long time, and what was the other guy?
Ben Roethlisberger played for that.
Jaromir Jagr played more than all of them. He's still playing.
He did. You're right.
More said talking about the Penguins. What's it? Didn't Gordy have? No, Gordy hadn't played for the Penguins.
No, he played for the Red Wings. So
that's right.
When you're talking about career games played, Gordie Howe 1767, Mark Messier 1756,
that's cool.
Jaromir Jagr 1733, a bunch of people you don't know. Yeah.
Pick one, Pay.
I take the all-time goal scorer.
That was a real disinterested answer, but okay. All right, last. Now, I could pose it a question, or you just could pick your favorite between the who's more. The question will be, well, answer it two ways. Who's your favorite and who's more important to their sport, right? We'll put the pig and Pay, you go first this time. Announce to their announcers, their legends. Who you got?
So I give demerits out at the Frustrated Chicago. If guys ever get on there and say I don't have an answer or anything in that nature. So I really can't say that right now, but I so damn want to with this question.
Say the names to the listening audience. Who we judging between?
One old guy and another old guy.
This dude's really ages, me dirt.
Lee Corso and Dick Vitale.
Yeah, that's those two old guys. Those two guys. I don't now this part I don't remember. I do not know if Lee Corso ever called games. I don't know that. He's always just been a character on Saturday for me. Dick Vitale's always been a character. At least he called games though, even though he didn't add much, but a bunch of nonsense and glazing. So I'll take Corso. At least he had costumes.
Okay. Be there. What do you think, man?
When I think about which one I like, when I think about which one I like the most, it's very close. If you want to say which one's more important, I'm going to say not only to their sport, but also what Dickie V has done for the V Foundation. I think raising money for cancer awareness and support and research. I think Dick Vitale, his work with that through the Jim Valvano and all that stuff, I think he's more important. I'm trying to think of both of them in their heydays, and what is most memorable for me, like the little moments of the headgear and the calling the games and the not so fast and the pencil and stuff, they're fun. But Dickie V calling the North Carolina Duke overtime games, I mean, that was electric. I gotta go Dickie V. I gotta go Dickie V both ways. Diddy.
Woo, that was funny. But yeah, no, your assessment was good. The very end made it funny. But yeah, man, I mean, see, now I'm old enough. I remember them not just being old guys. I know TV wasn't his sport. But as an announcer, yeah, I don't know much announcing with Lee Corso. But the energy that Lee Corso brought to College Game Day for 30 years almost. It was 30 years, wasn't it? And Dickie V's been around for 40 now, but Lee Corso's older. But Game Day I believe, first Game Day was in 95, I believe, which was 30 years ago. But yeah, man, it's close. I mean, I think they're both icons in their genres, in their sports. I'm going to say, and B Dirt, you'll know what I'm talking about. I don't think he was a glazing. I think back in the day, when there wasn't social media, you didn't get all these highlights and stuff. You heard about guys, but you didn't see them play. You heard about from 5-star camps and Nike camps, and he's a diaper dandy, baby. But Dickie V, man, I mean, just the energy he brought back then of all the players from my generation and before. I just got to roll with Dickie V, man. And I love Corso for what he brought to college football for 30 years. But yeah, I got to go Dickie V too. What'd you say, Pay?
Capital P, putts.
That's lightweight disrespectful, but yeah. I shouldn't even ask you this one.
I was disrespectful for calling one other person a putz, but I can't call that one a putz.
No, well, because first you referred to them as a bunch of old guys. You didn't want to say their name.
No, I didn't get around to it.
Oh,
It's been a
okay.
very disrespectful segment. That's all. It is what it is. It is what it is.
But yeah, man. With that being said, you guys got anything to say before we get out of here?
I
See
do.
what Jaime said. He said Corso coached at Florida State. Dickie V made college basketball exciting. Yeah, you're right, Jaime. But Corso also, I believe his best years coaching were at Indiana. They're currently number 2 ranked Hoosiers. He was their coach. You know what? That might be a reason to get a sentimental thinking Indiana could do something this year because this Corso's last year. But go ahead, B-Dirt. I digress. I'm guessing you got to do somebody dirty. Go ahead.
I am. I'm going to do somebody dirty, man. I we're in a situation now in the NFL. Very few teams really play physically in training camp, let alone play their starters at all in preseason games. We're in load management in a lot of sports also. You can't hit the quarterbacks anymore. You can't do all this other things. It's all about safety and preservation and yada, yada, yada. You got a exciting young player that we've all enjoyed watching over the past couple of years who has to miss a couple games with a knee injury, has to miss a couple games with a hamstring injury, comes back from a hamstring injury. The first week back, you're down 38-7, and you still have your starting quarterback who's fresh off an injury out there. And what happens? Dislocated elbow and a hit. Man, inexcusable. I know.
Can I just add one thing to that?
Yep.
They punted this series. So they weren't even trying to win. And that's why I'm agreeing with you. But go ahead.
Yep. And listen, and Dan Quinn, to his credit, did take accountability and say he shouldn't have been out there, but that doesn't stop him from receiving more scrutiny. And the rest of his staff, there's got to be somebody on that staff that helps with timeouts and helps with game management decisions and stuff. That person's got to be in his ear. The quarterback coach has to be in his ear. Hey, that's the franchise out there. Let's not get him hurt. It's 38-7. Call off the dogs. Dan Quinn got done dirty. He did his quarterback Jaden Daniels dirty. Shame.
Yeah, and the thing about everybody's around here talking about is the fact that it happened against the same team at the same end of the field, the same end zone, same side of the field. The RG3 got injured. So, yeah. You got something to say, Pay? You turned your mic back on.
Hot mic.
It's football. You can get hurt at any point. Close game, blowout. I don't necessarily subscribe to the fact, well, the game's over. Somebody got hurt. Now somebody's got to they got to walk the shame. They got to do the shame walk like this Cersei Lannister. I don't go with that. But you do him dirty. He can be dirty.
Do you think it was poor judgment?
I don't think it was. I think it's football. I think you play them to play football.
I think it's a wild take by you.
All right, you got it. Hey, you can get. It could have got hurt in the first quarter. They gonna say, "Well, he should have been playing."
That doesn't mean he shouldn't be. No, you should play your starters when you have a chance to win a game. You shouldn't be playing the most valuable person to your franchise fresh off an injury when you don't have a chance to win the game. And to Tate's point, you're not even trying to win the game.
If the
wild take,
if he wasn't in danger, if he wasn't in danger,
your brain's stopping your mouth from defending it.
No. If he was in danger, right? Let's say the offensive line gave up like 7 sacks, something like that. Then I would be more into that. So like, okay, we can't protect this guy. Let's get him out of here. It wasn't even like that. I mean,
but
I don't care. It's football.
It is football. Injuries happen, but that one didn't have to happen because he didn't have to be in the game. The series before, they're down 38-7. They punt the ball. You punt the ball, you're no longer trying to win. So if you just kill the clock, put Marcus Mariota in to run that play. Coaches have to protect their athletes from themselves. So I would be dirt. Do Dan Quinn dirty. No excuse for not taking him out the game. And with that being said, everybody, thanks for tapping in. Catch this obviously on the Steel Curtain Network, the Nordoffs channel, Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan, and Running Through the Jungle with B Dirt, and Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan with Pay. We'll be back on the Frustrated Chicago Network's Pay on Monday. No, you guys just hosted this past Monday, didn't you? NBA show? Yeah,
you hosted this past Monday.
I did. Oh, well, you're up again, right?
No.
Okay.
Detroit is.
Well, we'll be doing an NBA show on Monday somewhere. Check it out. And I only say that to tell Pay that the Cavs just dropped 148 on somebody's head. So with that, we're out of here. See you guys next week on the homies. Thanks for tapping in. Peace.
Let's go.
Mamba out.
Y'all come back now. Here